John Rowe here, the offensive coordinator, special teams, and just all-around good guy for the Bayside Ravens seniors. Mate, you had a great opening to the season, and then you had a bit of a rough one last week against the Cats. Well, you had the bye and then the Cats. Yep. How are you feeling moving to this game? You're at home for the first time this season, and a new outlook?
I think I wasn't really happy with the Bears game, even though it was a win. It was still the first game, and my motto still is the first one's free, the second one will cost you, and the second one did cost us. And I think that was a really good example of guys not really playing to their potential, both O and D. I'm really happy with teams at the moment. Our kickoff coverage, our punt return contains been quite good. I mean, I think we've stopped everybody inside their own 40, which I'm real happy with that. Offense has taken a little while to gel. We've got 3 rookies on the offensive line, which is going to be tough. A couple of new guys at receivers as well, so that's always good. But the Wildcats, I think for me personally, I could see the Ravens were still saying, we won against the Bears, so this is going to be good. We've never lost against the Wildcats, and I've got to keep telling them that game by game, week by week, is a completely different thing. They can't rely on past teams, they can't rely on past players or future teams, so they've got to play each week as it comes.
Absolutely. You said that you touched on having new players there. You had a very good receiving core last year, with involved a certain man who's now playing in Div 1 college. Got a couple of new guys there. What do you make of new talent? People like Alex Wiseland popping in there, replacing Travis Reynolds. How do you feel about your new receiving talent?
Well, it's good to have a couple of the old salty dogs back. I mean, Regan Webb after the shoulder surgery. Mitch Bessie just finished his Australian tour and came back to us. He was with the Bears previously. I know a couple of other receivers have gone to other ways. I mean, with Stegman overseas, etc. So that was good with Mitch basically coming on board with that experience, also having just done the outback stuff. But I mean, guys like Jacob, Josh, and Alex Wiseland, they're definite raw talent. They've got the ability. I mean, for me, I want to try and get them in as much as I can this year, but they'll be definitely learning from the more experienced guys, and I'll get them in when I can.
Fantastic. John Rowe, Vice Coordinator of the men's senior team. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Left hand.
O-lineman looking a lot healthier this time with Sione Nuku starting at centre at number 79 there. He adds a lot of experience to this Raven unit, coming over fresh from the Raptors last year, now adding his experience to the Ravens, playing both D lineman and now centre for the Ravens. So taking over the big shoes left by Matt Lawler last season. Now, Candice, a relative of yours, I believe, is in this unit as well, a wide receiver.
Alex is number 23. I'm not sure if he's on the field because he is Jacob Templar's second, and it's pretty hard to bump him off the top spot. So
here we go. Speaking of Templar, he's out for him. It's a catch to the
there's that play.
Regan Webb there on the sideline, the veteran wide receiver, getting his first catch of today. He takes it a good, it looks like 16 yards and a first down for the Ravens, and the nice little bubble screen to open up the offensive run. Might take a look at that on replay here. Unless we missed it. We might have missed it there. But yeah, Regan Webb adding the first reception, and the Ravens begin their drive on a nice little 16-yard reception to Regan Webb. Templar here, the near side wide receiver. Mitch Tierney, number 18 in the backfield. He takes it back, drops back. Webb's open again, but this time the give is to number 11. He's going to roll it for a first down, and there is another first down for the Ravens. No flags there. That's number 11 for the Ravens. Number is Mitchell Bessie. How could I forget him? The big acquisition from last year's Kenmore Bears. He has now moved to the Ravens, fresh from his campaign over in America, playing for Australia there. The two former Bears picking up the first couple of catches and first downs for the Ravens. You had a chance to watch a lot of Bessie play last year while you're in the Logan City unit there, Candice?
Yeah, we didn't really interact with Bessie too much until this year, but he definitely would do in when he could, because obviously we trained at the same time.
Oh, an awkward snap here to Tierney. He picks it up. Can he get it away? Yes, he does. To Darius Holiday-Miller, number 29, last year's MVP. He takes it up, drops the shoulder, breaks the tackle, breaks another. He's still going down the sideline. Here he goes. Holiday-Miller with a big gain there for the Ravens, taking it down to the Cougars' 25-yard line. Check that, 26. Big gain for the 2014 GQ MVP there, saving the whole water from the bad snap, making that play look like gold. See if that on replay, but look at him here, look at him rumble. Darius Holiday-Miller, hard to take down in the first tackle, so nuggety and so strong. And look at him just roll all the way deep into Cougar territory there. This Cougar D line here set from the west side of Brizzy. Here comes Mitch Tierney. He pumps, hits number 88, I think that is.
Bessie again.
Or is it Bessie again? No, it's number 80.
Oh no, 88 is
38, I think it is. 38, the new tight end. Whose name escapes me, I believe. Bryce Coulson, I believe his name is.
It'll either be Josh or Bryce.
There you go, Josh or Bryce. Much love to you, mate. Blame your staff for not getting your names. As we look here, 2nd and 4 here for the Bayside Ravens. Tierney gives the Holiday Miller for his first ground carry of the day. He beats one, then gets taken down hard by number 43 for the Cougars. 43 being, love it when things are not in numerical order. I'll get to you some way, but number 43, props to you there. A great tackle in the backfield for the Cougars. Darius Holiday Miller this time, taking a big reception last time, stuffed in the backfield there. You had a chance to see Darius Holiday Miller play a fair bit throughout the state campaigns and last year, Candice?
Well, I actually only played a couple of weeks in the state campaign, and then I had my daughter, so I had to pull out. So
it's a pretty good reason
yeah.
not to be there.
Yeah. Yeah.
As we see a pass fly over the head of Jacob Templar there in the end zone.
We've seen a lot of him at the Ravens, though. He takes a definite coaching role.
Absolutely. You see Templar, as good as an athlete he is, his AFL background leading to a lot of spectacular catches. Yeah, that pass is a little out of reach for him there, beating his defender and still out of reach there. This offensive wide receiver core group has still got a lot of talent despite losing Travis Reynolds to Div 1 college last year. Obviously, we talked about the acquisition of Bessie. There's also the return of Luke Edwards, who was a freak of nature when he played a couple of years ago. Here he is now, Luke Edwards, wearing number 38.
88.
And here he is, and just speak of the Devil scores a touchdown. Luke Edwards, number 38, returning to the Bay and scoring a touchdown there this day here at Bulimba Junior Sports Club. We're going to see that on replay. The nice little tunnel screen there for him. Picks up a great block from his O-line. Also, Regan Webb contributing there. And boom, Bessie in for the touchdown. Ravens lead, 6-0. All right, the Ravens. So in the men's comp with the extra couple of players, and don't see it too often, although we saw 3 of them today in the Colts match, which wasn't live streamed. We're going to see a PAT attempt here, which will lead to 1 point if successful. Very similar to conversions like you see in rugby league. Snaps down. It's awkward. Bessie's going to have to roll with it. He passes off the right hand, and it's complete, but he is smacked up there by the big there. These white on gold numbers aren't easy to read, but it's incomplete. Well, shall I say it's short of the yards there, and the Ravens will remain only 6 points ahead. Let's check it out on replay here. Great awareness there by Bessie as he tries to get that ball away on the other side of his body, but yeah, just a big play there. And yeah, the Ravens strike first blood. Candice, you guys got on the scoreboard first this time. Psychologically, how is that for you as a player to strike first on any given playing day?
For me, I'm a big defensive player this year, but for the team as a whole, obviously, getting that first touchdown puts you in a good frame of mind for the rest of the game, you know, to start on a high note. So, yeah.
Speaking about high, this ball's about to get booted by number 21, Jaron Hoogadike. Hoogadike there. He launches the ball. There we go. A bit of a freak as titled by Candice Wiseline here. Up the middle, it's returned. I believe that will be number 12. I'll find your name eventually. However, number 12 on the return there. Usually Dabblestein being number 3, one of their key returns.
Oh, it's one page. Brandon Sparks.
There you go, Brandon Sparks sparking the first point of the drive. Here we go, Adam Irwin, also known as Sunshine around the league, bringing his team to bringing his offense to the field now. on their own 26-yard line. The give is to the running back, number 26. He's going to rumble for some yards, and he is met from stifling defense, and is actually going to get tackled from a loss. It looks might be a loss of 1. Second 11, I think, will be upcoming for the Cougars. Number 26, Candice.
26 for the Cougars.
Daniel.
There we go.
Arriagada. Aria guarding a tackle for a gain of no yards. A screenplay here for the Cougars, a middle screen to Arriagada. Arriagada's got the ball, and he's going to take it 5, maybe 6 yards there, setting up for a 3rd and medium. We're looking at now a 3rd and looks like a 3rd and 5. Sorry, check that, 3rd and 4 even. No huddle here from the Cougars. Cougars looking for number 13, but it's overthrown there. Pass intended for number 13. We'll get there, Jared Lowen.
This is a hard sheet to work with.
We'll get there eventually. Jared Lowen there. The pass intended for Adam Irwin. This on the Cougars are going to pull some sort of sugar huddle as we take a look at the defense there from the Ravens. All right, the ball's about to be snapped again. Adam Irwin under center. He's got receivers either side of him. He drops back, 3-step drop, lets it fly, and it falls incomplete. Flags it down. So we're seeing that it will look likely bring up a 4th down attempt here. Not sure if they've flipped early here. We're waiting for a call here from the referees. I think there might have been a flag. And it looks like there's a call. There it is. Offside on the defense, so that's going to move the ball and give them an automatic 1st down here for the Cougars. I think we only saw the 1 offside penalty in your game there, Candice, but whilst it's only a small 5-yard penalty, you can certainly do things like move the chains like that.
Yeah, definitely. For us, it was right up on the line as well. So but you know, people make mistakes.
And snaps also happen, and a nice little QB sneak to start the drive. And it looks like it'll be a 2nd and 6 as one of the big fellas from the Cougars looks to be down. It looks like a 76. A 79, in fact. $79 looks like you're not on our team sheet. You could have been one of the 3 players. Asara Tuiavati. He's up though. He's going to take another snap. As this wind really continues to pick up here at Balloomers Junior Sports Club. It's a beautiful day, and we're grateful the sun is kept away. Speaking about sun, here's Sunshine. Sunshine gets a completion, number 13. I think that might have been Massey, and he's hit hard. Low there, number 20 on the play for the Ravens. Number 20 being a new DB here, rookie DB.
No, it's Chris
No,
Wheatley.
it's Chris Wheatley with the number change. Wheatley, a man who's played now officially anything from running back to corner to offensive line. A stint he played in 2012 when they were short of right tackle, and he started 3 games there. Now he's playing the complete polar opposite and playing here at right corner. He's actually looking probably in the best shape of his recent life. I've seen him. He's dropped a bit of weight. He's really worked hard this offseason. It's we are currently looking at 1st and 10 here after the completed pass there for the Cougars. Irwin with his backfield of Arriagado, a fullback in there as well. Takes the catch, it's a play action pass, option falls flat. Arriagado has to do some work here, makes Leon miss. Then it's taken by number 7, I think it's Nata Togafu. And Togafu and Leon take him down for a loss. It looks like it'll be a 2nd and 20 here for the Cougars. Take a look at that on replay here, Candice. You can see there as a fellow D lineman, Jason Leon, coming in and causing some havoc there, finishing off the play.
That's not unusual.
Jason Leon, a Queensland and Australian rep like Bessie, representing Australia just recently in the World Cup, which was in Canton, Ohio. Played a defensive end and also got quite a lot of special teams reps. And here he is captaining the Ravens for I believe it's a 4th, maybe even 5th year straight. Jason Leon lines up with his defensive line. I think that's 13 in motion. Jared, Arriagado takes a heavy hit there. 67, Elijah Sinapati clapping it up. I'm going to see a big replay of that. Sinapati there. He'll come around from his defensive tackle position. The player in motion, he cuts it back up there and whoosh. There it is, the big heavy contact from the once Bowling Green defensive tackle. Or sorry, he was playing left tackle, he was going to be anyway. So here he is lined up again. Jared Lewin was targeted a couple times for a couple of motions there. And then Sunshine drops back, pressured by Leon, lets it fly. And it's picked off there! Picked off by number 20. I can't quite get that. I think it might be
Chris
25. No, Chris Wheatley is 20. Who's 25 there?
Brian Bakerfield.
Brian Bakerfield there. The shortest player in this Ravens unit, standing at 5'6" if he's lucky.
Yes.
And he makes a great catch there. Looked like might have been beaten there from Anthony Dabblestein, an experienced and very quick receiver in this league, but he makes a fantastic play. We'll try to bring it up on replay.
Yeah, he gave the Wildcats a real hard time last week.
There it is, Candice. We'll take a look there. You'll see the play there on your far side of your screen. Looks like Dabblestein has a step and he gets up, but there Bakerfield makes a snatch of the ball, and he's going to be really happy with himself there after dropping a pick at the Wildcats game that he should really dirty himself on. So here comes a first and down for the Ravens. Lets it fly. He's got a man deep. It's Bessie. Bessie's. Oh, no! Oh, Bessie gets the butterfingers.
Not like him at all, actually.
Absolutely not. We're going to see that on replay. He's going to hate me for this. You see here a beautiful corner out by Mitchell Bessie. He gets up. For all money, he's gone, and you can see the disappointment in his face from here.
The girls are going to have a fun time with that one when he's coaching us.
Absolutely. I'm sure you girls will bring that up constantly on the game review.
Follow that ball in.
He's been nice enough to drop some notes of criticism. I'm sure you can add some to his now. As we line up here, the man in question, Bessie, inside that right slot there. 4 wide receivers set. The man, Holiday Miller, in the backfield with Mitch Tierney. Tierney, play action pass. He's looking for his man, Bessie again.
There.
Doesn't drop it this time. Cuts to the outside, makes a man miss. Up the sideline he goes, takes some contact, and he might have got himself a first down.
I think so.
Here we go. Candice believing it's the first down. We're seeing a signal from the referee. First down, Ravens.
Yeah.
First and 10 for the Ravens here, as the ball is on their own 25-yard line. Big thanks to our man Liam Reeves, who's operating the camera for the second time today. He's injured senior here, coming out and helping his team the best way he can. Also another former 32 brother. Here we go, Tierney in the backfield. Holiday Miller to his left. Luke Edwards, the freak of nature, up to the far side of the screen. It's going to be a gift to Holiday
Look at that
Miller.
blocking.
He gets it in the
Yes,
inside arm,
block
and
it.
he's going to find it. And following some decent blocking, he finds his way to the sideline for a short game. As we see the big game from Holiday Miller, who's yet to bust off one of his characteristic big plays here.
Yeah. Well, I think.
Holiday Miller is someone who can easily turn a play into a short gain into a big gain, whether that's through busting through tackles or stretching out, as we see a 2nd and 6 above us. Tierney drops back. He's looking for Luke Edwards. Deep there. Edwards catches it as if he's catching for his life there, and he takes it down to the Cougars' 30-yard line. Someone call Maybelline, because he's got some very soft hands. As we look there, he's got the 9 route, or the go route as you'd call it, and he just jumps over his receiver. He's got some of the best body control I've ever seen in any receiver here in GQ in my time there. The way he can contort his body and roll around, he'd rival almost any of those in the other AFL. And here we see rookie wide receiver Alex Swaysland, brother of co-commentator today, Candice. He's going to line up as the receiver closest to you on the screen there. Mitch Tierney in the backfield with 2015 MVP Darius Holiday Mill, 2014 my apologies. Cover 2 look shown here from the Cougars. 2 deep safeties here, might even be a cover 4. A blitz shown, blitz given. Darius Holiday Miller on the reverse to Bessie. Bessie's going to get it. He's up the left edge, pushes his own blocker down. He gets a first down and then some, and rolls to inside the 10-yard line. That's hilarious. Let's watch that on replay. As we see him literally push his own blocker out of the way. There's a blitz here from the Cougars, but it's fooled as the reverse happens. Even Mitch Tierney's out there to block. That's how you can tell you're not blocking hard enough when your receiver pushes you from behind. But regardless, it ends up with a first down. Candice Wesland, what do you make of that?
Mitch has got some serious wheels on him. It would be extremely hard to block for him when he gets going. So
We're watching it again on replay here as we almost come back
not
to
that
real
he
time.
needed.
I'm not sure who that was. It might have been Luke Evans. It looks like it's a 5. I'm not sure who that was, but that's going to make some highlight reels to come. Ravens now in the red zone. Tierney, 3 wide receivers to his right. He's looking to his right. It's a screen.
There it
now
is.
It's a draw play to Darius Holiday-Miller, but number 57 for the Cougars is awake to it. He makes a big key stop. 57 for the Cougars as I try to subtly look.
I don't know.
And we haven't got in here. What a lesson for anyone who wants to get the names called out properly. Give us a numerical order. When giving us a team sheet, it makes it seriously easier.
I don't think it's on here.
However, in the meantime, we'll have another mystery player then.
Yeah.
Number 85 coming off there. I think it might be Dion Bader coming off for the Ravens. Swaziland still getting some reps here. Swaziland, my apologies. Swaziland. Colson, number 87 here in the tight end in the slot. We're going to see a timeout happen. Looking at a 2nd and 9 here, as that's the end of the quarter there. Moving to quarter number 2 as we take the long walk, or as the Ravens like to do, run here back to the other side of the field. So the Ravens currently lead the Cougars 6-0. Thanks again to Gibbs Parts, our leading sponsors and also provider of the Birdtown TV live stream here in 2015 at the Bulimba Junior Sports Club. My name is Kenny Andres, and I'm joined with Candice Swaziland, Liam Reeves on camera, and John Devine here producing on the panel. 2nd and 9 once this quarter begins to ring in. Ravens still in the red zone there. We have double backfield here, or triple backfield if you include Bessie, Holiday Miller, and Joel Wood. 3 very quick players all in the backfield. Matter of fact, I think it's a wildcat play. We've got a wildcat formation out here for there. Mitch Tierney is not on the field. It's going to go to Mitch Bessie, who in fact just could be playing quarterback here, given he is their backup. The give is Holiday Miller, cuts it up. This is surely a touchdown.
There
Lowers
it
the
is.
boom,
Woo!
falls in the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens.
Bessie's got some serious QB skills hidden in there.
And there it is. You see the handoff here, Candice, as you look on replay. Snap taken by Bessie, give to Holiday Miller, who reads that inside zone play, cuts it out to the space and just falls into the end zone there. Holiday Miller starts off his campaign today with a touchdown of his own, bringing the score to 12-0, conversion to come. They will most likely go for 2 here to try to bring this to a 14-point game. Just confirming that was a touchdown. It looked like the referees had a bit of a deliberation on that. However, they are sending out Hoogerdyke, I believe his name is. Is that right? Hoogerdyke out to go for the kick. So, column me corrected. They're going to go and try to make this a 13-point game as they send in the PAT squad. Hoogerdyke currently 0 from 1 on PATs. The first one being Bessie having to force a pass out there. This time they're aiming to get it up there. Hoogerdyke sets up, snaps high but good, gets it up. It is
There
good,
it is.
but it is wide right.
Oh,
Wide right. It almost looked like it was in from our cameras here,
it did.
but wide right. Hoogerdyke moves 0 to 2. PAT conversions, and the Ravens lead the Cougars 12-0. The snap was a little bit high there, and the kick was high enough. Just maybe this wind picked up a bit here, and PAT just floats slight wide there. I believe you guys kicked a field goal for the first time in Ravens women's history. Naturally, everything's going to be first time in Ravens history. Last year, Marissa Hayes kicking the field goal
Yeah, we
from about
do.
20 yards out.
We have Marissa. She is an amazing kicker. You know, she kicks like a dude. She's insane. So you notice even from our kickoffs, she did have a bit of an injury on her ankle today, but hopefully that'll be back up and running by next week. Because it's definitely a good trait to have for your team.
No doubt. If not, they can get us some new parts. Speaking about new parts, thanks to Gibbs Parts once more. And maybe there was a penalty on there because it looks like they're going for it again here. Mitch Bessie going to go in and try to go for 2 here.
Sneaky.
And it looks like, I didn't see a signal, so it looks like that's fouled. No, it is.
Yeah.
So scrub that. The score is in fact 14-0. I don't know if there was a penalty on that last one, but they came back, ran a 2-point conversion. The score is 14-0 to the Ravens. 14-0. Mitch Bessie taking it in with a little quarterback lead there. Now, give us some input there on the women's side there. Rachel Duchbrand went down at some point after a fumbled snap there, and she looked like she was in a fair bit of pain, but she did finish the game. Is she all right?
Yeah, from what I know, she's fine. I didn't really see too much of her, but she got back on the field and she did it. So we'll see how she goes at Monday on training. I didn't get too much information on her injury, but we definitely had our fair share today.
Stay by the Ravens Facebook pages. You might get some juicy ones there. There's even the Ravens on Twitter. Not as active as I'd like to be, but it is on there. The Bayside Ravens Gridiron on Twitter. You can find us there as well as Instagram. Hoogadike sends this ball down the field. Going to be taken awkwardly, and it's going to roll into the end zone for a touchback. So we will be the Cougars starting on their own 20-yard line. 1st and 10 Cougars. Beautiful catch there from team manager Tim Kearns, catching some keys in the wind. So we're going to finally see Adam Irwin take his offense back onto the field there. It's number 3, Anthony Dabblestein, the receiver on the Ravens sideline there. I think it might be his close to his 6th year in the league there. Also played some junior ball with the Cougars. And was a big supporter of the Ravens flag football competition when it was around. And here it is, a snap, and it's a toss play to the right, but it is shot down hard. Edge set there from Jason Leon, and then tackle made by Nada Togafu in the backfield there. So that's going to set up a 2nd and 15. A big tackle for a loss there. 2nd and 15 for the Bayside Ravens. Benji Wilson, the current standing defensive leader, calling the huddle. Bakerfield, the man who picked off the pass early, number 25 on your near side sideline. The veteran, Chris Wheatley, on the other side. And I'm just being told that it's Bakerfield's birthday now, so he's got a nice little birthday interception to try and cap off his day, and I'm sure he'd love a win should the Ravens continue on their way so far. Benji Wilson, Nada Togafu, the inside linebackers. Matt Bailey locking down the edge. It's going to be a run play up the middle.
There it is.
Number 13, it's a nice inside zone. He breaks some tackles and trucks along. He's still trying to move those legs. The Ravens are swarming, and the referees whistle it dead. They're still going. Oh, it's a nice little run play there. The offensive line starting to get some action there. Number 13, who we earlier established was the Jaron Lowen, playing a bit of wide receiver and running back, it looks. He's been getting a fair bit of ball here. Yet to see a pass completed to previous year's receivers, Dabblestein, and even Massey has been quiet so far if he's on the field today. These two actually met in the playoffs last year in the first round, where the Ravens did win quite easily now. As we see a toss play to the left there. Lowen's going to take it. He's going to roll, and he's tough to bring down with that first tackle. He is trying to fight for everything, so he's running with vigor. Unfortunately, that is going to fail there, and I think we're looking at a 4th down on that Cougar sideline. Unless they're yet to flip it. Yes, I'm seeing a 4th down from the referee, so it's a 4th and 2 here for the Cougars, who will likely punt this ball away. Just watching on replay now that run earlier. I think it was the previous one where he was trucking away. You can see he runs very angry, but there's Ravens defense tackling just as angry, at least so far. 4th and 2, a long 2 here for the Cougars. It looks like they're in fact going for it. They're setting up. They're going to go for it despite being in their own territory here. Oh, and we're seeing some.
Get a break.
Don't know if that was going to be on the offense or defense. See if that might have been caught on replay. Take a look there. Might get a call before the actual call gets out. The referees are discussing.
It's O.
And yeah, it looks like it would have been an offense there. Yep, false start on the offense as shown on our replay there and called out by Candice.
Yeah.
So that's going to move them back, and we'll see if this changes what they will do here. I noticed Owen was set back rather deep. He very well could have been punting that. And it looks like we're getting someone set back rather deep here. So it looks like the Cougars will in fact be punting this ball away as we look at Holiday Miller back deep to return, taking the place of Mitch Eve and Calvin Young, who did the return duties a season ago. The ball is up. It's a good punt. It's going to land in the vicinity of the 30. Caught there by Bakerfield. Bakerfield, the up back. He's caught. He's bounced off one tackle. He's got some meters. Holiday Miller's going to look at. There he is. He breaks a tackle. Can he get a block from Elijah Sinapati? He finds it and he's taken down by the punter. A fantastic return from Bakerfield. Not sure if his coaches wanted to return that, but I'm sure they're doubting that now. A fantastic play from Bakerfield. Let's try to see them. We're seeing it on replay now. Look at him bounce away, Candace. Bouncing out, you said he's got some speed. He has a nice little inside move here. And a big block there from Sinapati you see in the down the field there. And that's what you want to see. Your D-line making a stand there. I'm getting big smiles here from Liam Reeves, who loved his special teams back in the day. Oh, up back music. And here we go. Tierney, this time Joel Wood in the backfield. Webb, Colson, Templar to his right. Luke Edwards to his left. It's a play action pass. He's looking for. Oh! It's tipped off Colson and into the hands of Templar. Colson will be dirty on that because he wants a touchdown, but Templar has claimed it. Let's watch that on replay. Candace, break it down for us.
He's seriously athletic, Templar. He seems to just pull him out of the air.
And with the assist, I think an assist has to go there to Bryce Colson there, the tight end. It tips off hand, and that's exactly why we practice the tip drill and practices there. You never know when a ball's going to fly up, and you've got to be aware for it. And Templar claims his touchdown, first touchdown of the day, and I think very well his first touchdown of the season. So there it is, Jacob Templar, last year's leading receiver. He gets on the board with a touchdown. Ravens now adding another 6-pointer. Currently leading 20-0 with a 2-point conversion underway. Mitch Tierney still there, Joel Wood with him. Cougars confused. Tierney throws tunnel screen to Luke Edwards. Can Luke Edwards get to the sideline? There it is. He rolls it, hands in, touch. Oh, conversion successful to Luke Edwards there. That's another 2 points there for the Ravens. Luke Edwards, we're going to see a nice cheeky replay here. It's a nice little tunnel screen. Tierney does well from looking off to the right first before coming back to his left, and Edwards just uses that speed to get to the corner and adds those 2 points. The Ravens lead 22-0 over the Western Cougars. Yep, and we're back here at Bulimba Junior Sports Club here in Bulimba Street, Bulimba, in their fantastic fields. For those who might be coming down soon, there is definitely some merchandise to be taken here. We've got hoodies for all this windy winds that are coming through, as well as t-shirts and caps that you can be wearing as Hoogadike looks to punt this ball away. Hoogadike setting up here, better to touch back as well as a one that got all the way to the goal line. This one's a bit more of a line drive. It's going to get picked up from number 12. Oh. 12 bobbles that ball, Brandon Sparks. He's going to look to return now. Looks up the left-hand side and more up the middle. Then he gets corralled there from the purple seat special teams. And it looks like the special team unit will be happy with that. John Rowe, who coordinates the offense, but also the special teams, we're pretty happy with that. The ball being placed on the 11-yard line of the Cougars. Here comes that defense again. Hungry for a turnover. They've already got one via Bakerfield. And we'll be looking to add another one there. 25 Bakerfield, that man whose birthday it is today. He's in there, just coming to the huddle now. Looking at first down, 1st and 10. Let's see, look at here. 1st and 10. Adam Irwin, double scene, near side of your screen. Couple of receivers, I can't make the number out, onto the far side there. I think it might be Luen. And it's a pass, the pass is aimed there for Luen. Luen brings it in, gets a foot in bounds. It looks like it's a catch to me. No. The referees, I'm waiting for a signal. Can't quite make it out the signal there. It looks like it's incomplete.
Incomplete.
So we'll try to see that on replay because that was a fantastic catch here.
Yeah.
We'll watch it here as the ball goes up. He high points it well, but just unfortunately can't get his feet in bounds. And you only need the 1 foot, but unfortunately he couldn't quite drag that toe. And the Cougars looking at a 2nd and 10 after that incomplete pass. Here we're looking out now that same matchup of Llewellyn and Wheatley to the far side of your screen. It's a pass play. He's looking over the middle. He was looking for Llewellyn, who was in the slot. That time falls incomplete. Intended for Llewellyn, covered there by number 48. We'll be lucky to have the number off. Unlucky.
Unlucky, no
So
number.
we're looking at a 3rd and 10 here. The 2 incompletions bring up 3rd down here, a 3rd and 10. The Cougars, I think, have completed only 1 3rd down conversion. Ravens looking to dial it up here. Christian McCarty running a lot of what looks like cover 1, cover 3 at the moment. We'll see what sort of disguises he can come up with to get some pressure here on Adam Irwin. Benji Wilson, Nada Togafu. Was number 4 there, looking for the long pass. He's got a man open, but the pass oversails. Even with this wind, which is still working against him, that pass falls a bit too long. We're going to take a look here. They're having success passing out to that left-hand side. Around cornerback Chris Wheatley there. You're going to see it. He drops back. He tries to hurl the pass long there, and he's got the man there, but the pass, once again, sails on them just that little bit. He's got to take a bit of pepper off, maybe eat one less wheat bix next week. All right. Just noticing they're punting away here now on the 4th and 10. Pass this to Holiday Miller, who will call poison on this. And he will just let that ball roll, and he'll take some friendly bounces there for the Cougars. And number 25 Bakerfield clearly not understanding the process of poison. He goes right near the ball, and the Cougars cheekily trying to push him to touch it, which would allow them to regather it. But fortunately, the play is called dead there, and the Cougars will take over on their own 25. I think Bakerfield's going to get a mouthful here. Yeah, you can see it now. He gets a tap on the head from offensive coordinator and special teams coordinator John Rowe. It was surprisingly more chilled out about it than I thought it would be. But yeah, it's a cheeky tap on the head reminding him to get the hell out of there when the poison's called. Here we go again, Luke Edwards. The touchdown scorer from earlier is that near side receiver to your screen. 55, you'll see, is Dylan Harrison there, the former Bowling Green left tackle, is now playing left tackle here for us. The Ravens flags and fly in and blow this play dead. Just as I call his name, commentator's curse, he gets a false start there, and that's going to move the Ravens back 5 yards. Don't know if you got a replay of that, John. But here it is there. You'll see, pay attention to the left tackle on your screen, that biggest guy there. That's very close. That's a rough penalty there on the Bowling Green left tackle. Here we go. It's a wildcat formation. Number Joel Wood taking it. He's going to find some space. A block from Holiday Miller. He makes a man miss and is taken down over halfway and into Cougar territory. Fantastic run there from Joel Wood. We're going to pull that up on replay. You see the wildcat formation there. A whole bunch of meat in the backfield. A good block there from Holiday Miller, who then moves to the next level. Wood makes a man miss and gets taken down at the 20-yard line. Some fantastic panel work there from John Devine. Getting a great play there from Joel Wood. The two-headed backfield of Wood and Holiday Miller. Doing good now the first time, the third year together, I believe they are. Mitch Tierney alone in the backfield this time. Two little up backs there. Wood, cut blocks one. And I think it's just tangled feet there. A lot of people are claiming pass interference, not even Bessie is. I think that was just tangled feet there, so incidental contact, incomplete pass. That brings up,
that's unlucky.
I believe that brings up second down here, 2nd and 10 for the Ravens, 2nd and 10. What notes are you going to put on Bessie for that, on that, on that vision for you, Candice?
I don't know, though. I think that's just bad luck, that one.
And, well, good things come in 3, and up to the top of the screen we have a trips bunch between what looks like Bessie, Edwards, and potentially Swaysland. Tierney
yes.
over the middle. And it's short-armed. Number 85, the intended wide receiver, falls incomplete. The nice little trip set there. We'll take a quick look there. You see the nice little bunch formation up the top of your screen. Look at this fantastic vision there from Liam Reeves there. And yeah, the ball just flies in front of him and passes incomplete, bringing up second. And sorry, check that, third down here for the Ravens. Inside, just inside Cougar territory. What's the tip for a play here, Candice?
Pardon? Sorry.
What's the tip on a play here? I'm going to guess it's another
I'm thinking it's
pass.
pass.
And we're both wrong. It's a draw play to Darius Holiday-Miller, but the Cougars say no, but Holiday-Miller says no even harder.
There we go.
There goes Holiday-Miller down the sideline. One man's a beat. Adds a stiff arm and adds a few more yards. Holiday-Miller turning chicken feces into chicken salad. Look at that. Rolls out of it. Look at it here. He rolls out of a tackle. He's got spiders on him, and he takes it up the field and adds a stiff arm for the safety for good measure.
I should have known what that word was. Do it every week.
Holiday-Miller is going to get a breather after that. I think a timeout has been called. Timeout to the Cougars.
Yeah.
They take a timeout. We're going to take a quick breather ourselves. And we're back here once again. Thanks to Gibbs Pass for providing this live stream. 1st and 10 here, Ravens, after that crazy run from Holiday-Miller, who stays in the backfield with Mitch Tierney. Luke Edwards, that single receiver to your left, looks like a heavy formation here for the Ravens, and it's a snap directly to Joel Wood, the up back, but the Cougars are aware to it. Number 58, who's been very loud so far on this Cougars line. Oh, and we're seeing some, more happen between Holiday-Miller and a couple of the Cougars players. Number 41 in on the action. Might see if we get a replay of that, see exactly what goes on. So you see the snap straight to the up back there. I just gave Liam Reeves some talk, and then Woodsy took exception to that. Darius Holiday-Miller's trying to defuse the situation, and it's almost escalates there, but it's split up there. 41 for the Cougars. I can't quite. You got the number there for us? 41 the Cougars, Kins.
Oh, 41 Cougars.
There it is, Mako Lalota. Man getting in the backfield and causing some trouble in more ways than one. So the ref's talking over it now.
Yeah.
And there it is. So penalty going
the
against.
whistle.
Yes. Ooh. Wow, and an ejection. So clearly some words were said and some actions were happening. Oh, it's an actual punch there.
Yeah, he got him around the face.
So we can't quite make it right across there.
Yeah.
And then we see the strike over there and even a second one there. So well done for the Ravens not to retaliate there. But 41, the man, Meko Lalota, I probably butchered that. Lalota has been ejected from the game there, as well as a half distance to the goal penalty against the Cougars there. So the Ravens well into red zone territory now. We've got 1st and goal Ravens.
It always confuses me how people try and get into fights at Gridiron. What are you going to do? Punch me in the face? That'll end well for you.
As said, right, the question that almost everyone asks when some brouhahas tend to escalate here in this padded sport. So John Rowe signalling the play in via Bryce Colson. I think that is a number 85. It could be Dion Bader. Don't think we've got an 85 on our team sheet.
85. Christopher Harris.
Oh, there, Chris Harris. Return in the hankies. Alrighty, Mitch Tierney with Joel Wood. Bessie in motion. Now we've got 3 receivers to the left, 1 receiver to the right. It's a pitch
There
to
it is.
Wood.
There's a
Wood's
block,
got some
there's a block.
pace. And
Whoa.
flags are thrown in. Wood is short of the end zone. Flags have been thrown late. Could potentially be a block in the back there. We'll soon see. Call there from now. Deep referee, the deep umpire, it's the Gary Kendall, switching referee positions for this game. Yep, it was the right block in the back. Block in the back on the Ravens, so that's going to nullify that run and chuck on 10 yards for them to get back. 67, the culprit on that play. Well, these players are going to love me calling them out. So 67, I think, is rookie guard, Mr. Davis, I think.
67.
No, Andrew Davis is 66. So, 67 is actually Elijah Sinapati. How can I forget? Who is the experienced defensive tackle, but not as much experience, at least of recent, on the offensive line, as he plays Ironman football today. Tierney looking deep. He's got Bessie open.
There it is.
Bessie catches it with it most of ease. Touchdown, Ravens. Tierney to Bessie. Another 6-pointer on the board. We'll see on replay here, Candice. Just a nice little seam route, I think it is.
Yep.
Nice little seam route. Bessie finds it. A lot of people will drop those sitters, but not the experienced Bessie, who reels it in. Adds another 6-pointer. Ravens lead 28-0. 2-point version to come. Sorry, John.
Makes it look easy.
Yes, he does. So here we are. A lot of wide receivers are covering a lot of space here. Harris, Bessie. I think that is Swaysland up the top. Luke Edwards here down the bottom. Everyone running patterns.
There it is.
There it
Yes,
is. Swaysland makes the catch.
Oh, get on it. Get on it. Get on it.
As he makes it. And the Cougars are going to recover on the 2-point conversion, so that will deny them the 2 points, and the Cougars can chuck a fumble recovery on their stat sheet. But regardless, it's only the missing of 2 points, so the Ravens remain 28-0 ahead over the Cougars. And we're back again. We're just looking on that hit that Alex Swaysland took on that last play. It looks like he got him right on the chin there, Candice.
Looks like his lip.
His lip is a solid hit that rocked that ball out.
A lot of blood there.
You might need some sisterly attendance after the game. I sarcastically get a laugh at. Onside kick attempt, and it's successful. Onside kick. You can't recover it. I say frustratingly. The Ravens getting an onside kick, but flags are gone. It looks like it's gone there 10 yards. I mean,
lost the camera there.
We've lost the camera apparently. I praise him, and then he goes on and missing the onside kick. So I apologise there. It was an onside kick attempt by the Ravens, recovered by Jamal Party, the far gunner for the Ravens here. And those flags thrown, I'm not quite sure what for, because it all looked clean to me. So unless it was an offside, shouldn't be an issue, but we'll wait for a call. It definitely looked, and we won't be able to get it on replay really, but it definitely looked intentional. I don't think anyone shanks a kick that badly. And however, I'm looking at the... And as I said, unless it was an offside, see if we can get some footage there of Alex Swaysland. He's turned his head now, but there's a nice little cut brewing in that bottom lip of his. But yes, it was an offside on the ball recovery of Jamal Party, who's now jumping on at safety. Sorry, the same gunning position. So it's a penalty. It's a penalty now here for, and the ball will get moved back another 10 yards. So a re-kick here for the Ravens. Hugadai sets it up and punts punts it away. And it's going to be recovered there by number 12.
Bring it in.
He's going to make the tackle, and he's going to get rumbled up there. I think I see a couple of people there, including Bakerfield making the tackle, and also Joel Wood. Oh no, I think it's Darius Holiday Miller in there on the tackle as well, playing some special teams. All right, so we're going to see the Cougar offense come back on the field as we are late here in the second quarter. Oh, we're seeing it now. We can see that blood on that lip. Alex Wiseland talking about it, not knowing he's on camera. Oh, there he is. He realized he's on camera. He's turned away as he gets attention from a injured player and effectively a coach, Kevin Turner.
Should have held on to the ball.
Words only a sister or coach would say. And here we go. Sunshine in the backfield, joined by number 83. He's going to play action pass, pitch it off. It's an option play.
There it is.
An awkward one, but it is taken well by the Raven defense. Tackled there by number 19 for the Ravens.
19.
Number 20.
John Finn.
John Finn making his return in Raven colours. The carry there by number 26 for the Cougars. There we go. The man Ariagata. Effectively the starting running back for the Cougars. It's an option. It was an awkward option there. Won't have time to go before this play there, but it didn't quite effectively. I'm sure that's not how they ran it in practice. It is getting quite chilly up in here. It's second and 15 here for the Cougars. 3 wide receivers set. Sunshine looks back to pass.
Oh, get on it.
Tipped on there, and the big fella almost gets a reception.
Oh.
And taps number 26 on the head, saying unlucky.
79 was he?
Big number 79.
Osara Tovaiti.
Sounds good. 79, getting a big play. I was almost hoping that he was going to pull a Wilfork play off there, but he gets his hands on the ball. And, yeah, makes a big play. 3rd and 15 after that incomplete pass here. The assignment for the Cougars. 3 wide receiver set. Doublestein yet to get a reception here on the side of the park. 24 and number 13, Jared Lewin in the slot.
Oh, good pressure.
He's thrown off the back foot. It's going to get picked off there. Number 40's got it. 48, sorry. 48's going to go back and circle back, and after the interception, loses about a yard or two. That's number 48 for the Ravens, Matthew Olay. The strong safety for the Ravens. The rookie strong safety gets his first intercept of his career, and the Ravens take over inside Cougar territory. Ball will be spotted at the Cougar 40-yard line. See that? We've got a bit of time there. We'll take a look on that replay. Looks like as a timeout's being taken, Candace, you'll see this intercept and all its glory there. You'll just see Olay playing that cover 3 beautifully, lurking under that receiver, and boom. Picks off the ball and probably just needs to keep running straight.
Probably unexpected. The deep backs for the Ravens have really stepped up without KT.
Absolutely, yeah.
A lot of rookies there, and they're really
precisely the likes
hard.
Of Bakerfield, Joshua Mader, who will see the field soon. A couple of those young guys new to the team here. They'll be stepping in the loss of the absence of Calvin Young and Kevin Turner. Pass here, he's got Holiday Miller in the flat, but he's going to take the inside receiver. It's Luke Edwards. Luke Edwards, stiff arms one, picks up a block. He's down the field. Could he go all the way? Yes, he does. Luke Edwards for touchdown number 2. Ravens on the board again.
What?
See that on replay. You'll see that there. He just sees Edwards break free over the middle, and then he makes a man miss. Gets a great block there from Colson.
Push him.
Absolutely,
Push him out.
and has enough strength and speed to get to the end zone. Ravens add another 6-pointer. Push him out, as Candace recommends. Coach Candace here up in the box with me. And this Luke Edwards doing what he did 2 years ago when the Ravens were in the red and green. And he finishes off that beautifully as the top receiver would and scores the touchdown. Here we are, 2-point conversion coming up. Bessie in at QB. Bessie looking to take a lot of these 2-pointers here and there. Whether he be considered a QB2 or a Wildcat quarterback, either way, he's in the backfield there with Holiday Miller, demands him to go to his right. Templar to the right, Regan Webb and Colson, And Luke Edwards there, and it's another wildcat play, but it's taken down well. 73 on the play for the Cougars. 73.
Napoleon
Tangi ties him up in the backfield. And we're back here at Bulimba Junior Sports Club, home of the Bayside Ravens, as Hoogerdike sets up to kick off once more as the Ravens lead the Cougars 34-0. After the unsuccessful two-point conversion by Mitchell Bessie, Hoogerdike sends it deep. Lowen's underneath it, he's going to take it, finds a gap in the middle, but it quickly closes. He bounces back and taken by special teams eighth, Matthew Bailey. Matthew Bailey, well known for his special team work, closes down that gap and stops him just around the Cougar 20-yard line. Matthew Bailey, I think, winning the Coaches Award last year, or the Special Teams Award perhaps, for the most improved. One of those awards there, well deserving of it last year for the Ravens. Stepping up ever since he first started a wide receiver here all those years back. Cougars talking it over, seeing what they can do here to try to, take a dig at this deficit here. Not going to say that it's a likely comeback, but you'd certainly like to prevent this shutout and get some points on before the end of the first half. As we've seen a few people rug up here as it starts to get a bit more chilly down here at Bulimba Junior Sports Club. For anyone watching who may be interested in sponsoring, we've still got sponsorships available here at the Bayside Ravens. Contact us via our Facebook page or at juniors@baysideravens.com if you're interested in taking out some advertising space. We'd love to welcome you to be into the Raven family. They're taking a long time here talking this over. I don't think a timeout has been taken. It hasn't been taken. Assumedly by the Cougars. There's the Cougar coaches in there. Former Raven lineman Jack Black running the water for them today. If we can eventually get a close-up on him, you'll soon know why. There he is. Jack Black running the water here for the Ravens today. Welcome back, Jack. It's a decent crowd here that's stayed for the senior game. Got a lot of the players stuck around from the Colts and the Women's, as well as a lot of the family members, and a few previous and old Ravens coming back to support their old team. I see Phil Taylor there, first ever president of the Bayside Ravens, enjoying some chips with his young lad on the sideline. And then here we go, a screen pass again. They're going back to the screen pass. It works again this time. And it's taken down after a successful gain of what looks like maybe 6 yards there. Enough to get the middle pop moving. I think that's Natasha Johnson there, and I'm not mistaken, that's almost a 9-yard gain. Oh, it might have even moved the chains. It has in fact moved the chains. It's just over a 10-yard gain there, and that's enough to move the chains for a Cougars first down. Cougars finally starting a drive pretty healthy here. Yet to see the Ravens red zone. Matter of fact, I think they've only been in the Ravens half just once so far. Alright, as we move closer to the deep end of this second quarter, Sunshine drops back. He looks for a man in the flat. He's got pressure and he's going to get taken down for a sack. Number 2, Jason Leon, splitting the sack with number 91, which is he's not on the list. It is Alan Steinhardt, the Queensland representative, former Toowoomba Wolf, which has now been reborn as the Vultures there, but he has moved over after his short stint in America. He is now playing his first game as the Ravens and registers a half sack. The man we call Roma. fun story about Roma, and I think my cameraman Liam Reeves can talk to me about, can relate to me on this one. We on his state trial, or on his state tour in 2013. It was his first time on a plane. Turns out he was pretty nervous about flying. Something he shouldn't have revealed to his teammates, and they certainly took advantage of it. So yeah, first time I've ever seen a man that size scared of anything.
That's mean.
Did not also help that there was a storm while we were taking off. So here we are. We're still here at Plymouth Junior Sports Club. The Ravens deep in the second quarter, leading the Cougars 34-0. First and 10, upcoming to the Cougars after a successful screenplay nabbed them the first down. And I say first 10, and I've completely forgotten there was a sack on the last play. And I was just talking about the man Roma, so it's actually 2nd and 20. Second and 20 upcoming. Togafu, Wilson, men in the middle. Irwin looking for that screenplay again. He's going to have to run. He's got some wheels, and he takes it. Makes a man miss. Makes another man miss. He's deep into the backfield. He's got a first down. It's a Party to beat there. Puts a stiff arm on Party and gets run out, but not after getting a huge gain of what looks like 35, maybe even 40 yards. The man they call Sunshine, turning his wheels on and looking for daylight. He gets a first down and then some and takes it into Raven territory. Look at that on replay. Look at the elusive ability for him. He's been around the league for a long time. We're going to look at it again here. Drops back. It looks like they're attempting that screen once more, and they break through, and he just turns on the Jets. Look at the way he beats that second line of defense and then takes it into the secondary. Jamal Party eventually running him out of bounds. Fantastic play by the veteran quarterback. Four-man rush poaching for the Ravens. They send four to pass
they got
play.
it. Oh.
Over the middle, picked off by Wilson. Picked off by Candace as she knew it was coming. Wilson's on the return now. Breaks a tackle, picks up a block, and is getting taken down by Luen. Down the field, Wilson, well known for his kicks and returns.
I was looking at that QB getting pumped by.
And look at him as the teammates surround him there. We're seeing this on replay. Perfectly captured here. As he finds it over there, Wilson just drifting underneath, undercuts the route, and he has a sea of purple to follow him down. Picks up some good blocks, makes a few men miss, and runs the ball into Cougar territory for the Ravens for their second turnover of the day. Third turnover of the day, in fact. 3 interceptions there for Irvin today. Bakerfield, Olay, and now Wilson adding to the turnover tally. And whilst collecting that play, it looks like Benji Wilson has been shaken up a bit on that play. He's getting some water now and getting talking to by his coaches. He's getting a bit of a breather now. We'll soon see if he returns. In the meantime, Tierney and Darius Holiday-Miller fill out the backfield. And
there it is.
Oh,
Yeah, block.
Regan Webb is going to take it to the sideline and has a few words to say about it as he gets hit while he's going out of bounds. And Bessie and Regan, the two best friends that ever were walking back to the huddle together. And another successful catch to Webb as that brings up a 2nd and 6. Swaysland, 5 receiver there. Edwards, Webb, Bessie, your 3 receivers to your left. Harrison locking down the line at left tackle there. Sione Nuku at center. The snap is the
There it
Tierney
is, Alex.
flags
There
down.
it is. Oh, no.
Bessie's got a chance. Oh, dear! Through the hands of the defenders. 2 defenders could have picked it off there. It lands into the waiting hands for the second time in this game to Bessie for a touchdown. But the flags are down. We'll see if this will negate the play, and I see some Cougars clapping, so I think it may, but that won't take away from the fact that we've got an amazing play here on film. Let's watch that on replay. It's played been once before. We're going to take a look now. You'll see Bessie, that 3rd receiver in there. You'll see him beat the linebacker, and look at the way it just bounces off the defender's hands, and as easy as you like into the hands of Bessie, who unknowingly celebrates not knowing this touchdown will be taken away.
Oh, the catch was so good.
All right, so it looks like there was a menagerie of penalties on there. A chop block was on there, and a couple of maybe an offside, and pass interference, so ultimately it sounds like they're just replaying the down with the offset penalties, so we still see ourselves with a 2nd and 6. We are going to be on Twitter as well, guys. We can get your tweets up in the field. I'll soon get a hashtag or a username you can tweet to. But we'd love to hear your tweets. And if they're good enough, we'll put them on the page, or we'll put them up on the stream for you. So feel free to interact with us as Tierney tries to interact with his receivers, finds Edwards. Edwards, like a full forward, gets up and speckies his defensive back and adds another one to the highlight reel.
Whoa.
How about that one? Candace, as we look at the screen here, we'll get another chance to look at it. Jeez, we've got some athletic plays here in Gridiron, Queensland.
Just get
look
out
at
of
that.
the way.
There goes Luke Edwards. Jeez, that's going to be on your highlight reel. We're going to look at that once more as I'm too excited. See the far wide receiver there, Luke Edwards. You'll beat him in corner and you'll soon come back in the screen just in time for you to see to get that specky of a catch there. Oh, over his corner there. I'm not sure who that corner was. Might have been number 42 for the Cougars.
40.
Seems to be lucky enough not to be. I think it was Matthew Cozier. Don't quote me on that. It could be 24 as well. I think it might have been, in fact, number 24 indeed, yeah.
Josh Cooper.
Josh Cooper, the unlucky recipient who'll be on that highlight reel. And here we go. After that 6-pointer, here comes Tierney. This time Tierney taking the 2-point duties. Holiday Miller in the backfield in the pistol formation. It's going to be a pitch to
There
Holiday
it
Miller,
is.
who will have to use
Go
his
wide,
speed.
go wide.
Oh, it's a halfback
Oh!
pass! Bringing back the days of
Why?
LaDainian Tomlinson. And it flies over his head. Not quite the touch LT has, but nonetheless, a nice interesting play there, Ron. We're going to see that on replay here. I thought for all guns, Holiday Miller sells it well and then pulls it back last minute, but
I don't think that was supposed to happen.
he, yeah, alley oops a little too much oop and not enough alley. So here we go. Another failed 2-point conversion for the Ravens. I think they might have only got 1, perhaps 2 so far today. But the score in the first half, the Ravens lead the Cougars 40-0. Was that half? So it looks like that's the half there, guys. Halftime here at Bulimba Junior Sports Club, where the Bayside Ravens men's lead the Western Cougars 40-0. We're going to take a quick break ourselves, and we'll be back for the second half. Stay with us. And we are back here at Bulimba Junior Sports Club. I'm Kenny Andres, being joined by Candice Wasteland here at the home of the Bayside Ravens, where the home team, Bayside Ravens, currently lead the Western Cougars 40 points to 0. Whole assortment of touchdowns scored. Bessie, Edwards, Darius Holiday, Miller on a couple as well. A whole bunch of people scoring, a couple of receivers there. For those who are watching, you can tweet into us. Hashtag Birdtown TV. We can post you live up there, provided you're not a jerk about it. And we'll happily put you out there. And once again, just reminding everyone, if you'd like to join the Raven family as a sponsor, you're more than welcome. Contact us via our Facebook, which is Bayside Ravens, or contact us on juniors at BaysideRavens.com, on our website. All right, we're about to kick off here the second half, the third quarter about to go underway. The ball is dribbled across the ground there, going to get picked up by number 4 there. I think it's Sam Mataudia, who was nursing an ankle injury, but clearly it's not that bad to rumble through all those tackles. He's moved from 44 to 4, and speak of the ankle. So, yeah, he's walking off a bit gingerly there now. I don't think he was expecting to return a ball on that play.
The D-lines are taking a hit in injuries with Mona and Sam.
Absolutely, yeah. A couple of their star D-linemen out there. Mona Solomona getting injured in that first game against the Bears. He'll be out for a couple of weeks here.
Yep.
As the lights turn on here at Bulimba Junior Sports Club. Big thanks to Chris Josie and his company for providing us with our extra set of lights to cover up the dark areas on our field. And under the lights we play Mitch Tierney, Darius Holiday Miller in the backfield. Bessie and Templar, the receivers closest to your screen. They give us a Holiday Miller. He finds up a gap on the right side, bounces away from one, and it's collected high from number 56. Who will be on my clipboard.
He's such a little bullet. He looks so small out there.
Standing at 5'7", but the ability to bench press an ox.
Exactly, so much strength.
56. Second and 7 it looks like for the Ravens now after that 3-yard carry. And it's a play action pass. Give to Bessie, who drops his second catch of the game and pays for it via number 43, the linebacker for the Cougars. Reminds him that if you're going to get hit other way, you may as well catch it. Number 43 is Halafahi Tai. Laying a big hit on the Australian wide receiver there. Bessie with 2 drops and a good couple of catches though. Troops bunch set out here to the right here. Luke Edwards, the lone receiver, to the left. Tierney shifts Darius Holiday Miller to the left of him. One safety here for the Cougars as the play is whistled dead. And a false start and being signaled here by Gary Kendall. We'll get the official call from the White Hat.
False start. Offense.
That's it, 55, which is Dylan Harrison on his second false start of the day. I think Mark Louie might be listening in, head of the Gridiron Queensland's official. It's third as we look at 3rd and 12 here. Mitch Tierney drops back on this 3rd down conversion attempt. Luke Edwards 1-on-1. 1-on-1 by Luke Edwards is usually a catch.
Nice.
And it's a first down catch there by Luke Edwards on the nice little corner route. And they will move into Cougar territory there on the Cougar 41. As I was saying before that play jumped in. Mark Louie, head of the Gridiron Queensland Officials Association. I think he's listening in. If you're listening, mate, tweet us in, mate. I'd like to hear from you. Regan Webb rolling out now as they look to move to a heavier set, it looks. Score leading. Ravens leading the Cougars 40-0. 1st and 10 after that big catch to Luke Edwards. And a penalty after the play, it looks like there. White Egg signaling as they get walked up a bit more. Matter of fact, I think it was a penalty that was declined, but regardless, first down Ravens on the Cougars 40-yard line there. Tierney in the pistol, Darius Holiday Miller behind him. Joel Wood at the up back position. Check that, it's the other way around. Joel Wood at tailback, and he gets met in the backfield. Some great defense there by the Cougars.
Yeah.
The D-line getting some fantastic penetration via number 56. Bruce Pelusi on there, 56, getting some strong penetration along with the rest of his D-line brothers. Holiday Miller, the fullback in this play. Joel Wood, tail. The give is to Wood. It's a fumble. There's a fumble on the ball. Tierney's going to fall on it there. Tierney will regain that fumble after the bobble snap. I don't know what sort of confusion was going on there.
Just overpowering the O-line.
Absolutely. We'll see that on replay here.
Just running over them.
You can see that D-line just overpowering that O-line, just as Candace said, and creating some havoc there, bumping the mesh point between Tierney and Wood. Thus causing the fumble there. Don't know what the referees are talking about. I think I might see a flag down there, but it currently sits at 2nd and 11. See the result of this flag, I can see at the ground though. Alright, as you see, it was a holding on the offense, but after that play, the Cougars will decline. So we've got a 3rd and 18. 3rd and 18 here for the Ravens. Can they make this big conversion? They made a 3rd down conversion at the start of this drive. It was to Edwards. Let's see if they go to him again.
They've got the legs.
Holiday Miller. Oh, it's Wood, but he drops the catch. I think he was thinking touchdown before he was thinking catch, and he drops the ball. We'll see that on replay here. Wood clearly disappointed in his play there. You'll see Wood run a nice little wheel or a little flat route out here. He's going to get it, and he's going to start turning his head and just drops it cold. Right, and the lights provided here by the onside retail group. And a 4th down here. Mitch Tierney's going to stay on though. They say, what the hey? They're going to go for it on 4th down here unless Tierney wants to pooch it. Saw Rachel Dutraman do that in the first game. Wood moves to the left. Blitz shown by the Cougars. Blitz shown, blitz given.
There it is.
Shown by Tierney.
There it
Tierney's
is.
looking. He's
There
got
it
Holiday
is.
Miller. Where did he come from? He's going to break a tackle. Can he go all the way? Yes, he can. Holiday Miller in for his 2nd touchdown of the day.
What a play.
Woo, woo. I think he must have swung hard out of the backfield. I'm not sure where he lined up there. He was in the left of Mitch Tierney. No, he wasn't. He was actually in the left slot. He runs a little wheel route. Tierney finds him. They seem to forget about him. And he's got the pace and ability to break some tackles and finish it off for a touchdown.
Very nice. That's a Hollywood special, that one.
Hollywood special. Hollywood blockbuster, maybe?
Yeah, very much.
Hollywood blockbuster play. The Ravens add another 6 points to that, extending their lead to 46-0 here. Just shy of the half century. 2-point conversion upcoming. As we try to get a slight tighter angle here on the PAT attempt, which they're finally returning to. Oh, pulls up.
Bad snap.
Cougar Dykes gonna have to go back for it. He sockers it a bit more. He just needs to stop this from being returned for a 2-point conversion. Big fella's got it. Big fella, can he go all the way? No, he won't. He'll get taken down by the kicker, Cougar Dyke there. Fortunately, we zoomed in on that. We just saw the muffed exchange there from snap to kick. Look at it. Goes over the head of Mitch Tierney. Cougar Dyke's just going to scream forward there. I can clearly predict the future. Tell him to go on a bit tighter there. Maybe it was a bit of commentary's curse, or in this case, cameraman's curse. And yeah, so the Ravens fail on another PAT attempt, and the score remains 46-0 here at Bulimba Junior Sports Club. This stream, I might remind you, brought to you by Gibbs Parts for all your motoring and chockering needs. See Gibbs Parts with nearest location from here at Hammond. Thank you to Gibbs Parts providing our live stream here for Birdtown TV today.
Let's go.
Also to remind you guys, if you're tuning in, you can tweet to us at hashtag Birdtown TV, and if you want to interact, feel free to chuck a tweet up and we'll try to get it up there. Alright, Cougar Dyke about to kick this one off here.
There we go.
Back deep to return.
Merge.
Here comes
He's coming
12,
to the right.
Brandon Sparks.
There it is, Alex. There it is.
And
Yes.
Sparks take the carry there down at the 25-yard line. Decent day returning there. A couple of net gains, you know, around that 20 to 25-yard mark. As you can see, the Ravens sporting their new jersey for this year with the silver wings being sublimated on the side there. Adding a nice little fierce look to the Ravens uniform, which moved to purple from the red and green last year. Purple, silver and black.
Ravens were purple last year.
Yes, the year before that they were red and green.
Red and green, yeah.
Can clearly got some Darius lovers out here. A couple of hey go Darius calls. And
It's Lady Ravens.
Lady Ravens making their voice heard here after their successful 10-0 victory today, including starting defensive end Candice Waisland, who's joining me here in the box. And Sunshine, it's a run play that stuffed up the middle. Penetration made there by number 9, Benji Wilson, who'll be finding himself in Canada later this year.
Wonder if he's going to play any of that funny 13-man.
What, rugby league? Pretty sure he already does. Defensive coordinator Christian McCarty, also known as Tangles around these traps, passing his play in via cornerback Bakerfield there. So we see big Alan Steinort, who also played in that Australian tournament here, setting up for a 2nd and 15 here. Steinort put into that all-world second team, I believe he was, playing well at the defensive tackle position. We're going to see a timeout here to the Ravens. Oh, it's via an equipment violation though. Can't quite make out who. It was probably a mouth guard not in or a mouth guard dangling out. But that will cost them a timeout. So if you don't have your equipment all sorted, so that's your chin strap done up, your mouth guard sorted, don't have knee pads, you can be penalized with what's called an equipment violation, which costs the team a team timeout, which is an absolute coach killer. If head coach Ben Maley Sinapati had any hair, I'm sure I'd be pulling it right now. Yep, that's for the short comment earlier. Here we go, under the lights here in Bulimba Junior Sports Club. We've got a 3 wide receiver set for the Cougars. Aria Garda in the backfield for the Cougars. It's going to be a gift to him. He's going to take it up the middle. He's got a gap, but it's soon shut down by one of the linebackers. It might be Nada Togafu there making a stop. In fact, it is, yes, it was Nada Togafu wearing the number 7 this season. Another big play for him. He was their leading stats man in that first game against the Bears. Put up another good performance against the Wildcats in a losing effort. And here he is doing it once again. 2nd year in the Christian Tangles McCarty defensive system. Moving over from the Logan City Bruins 2 seasons ago.
Looks like Bessie's got his gear off.
Yes, we're just watching Mitchell Bessie taking his gear off, whether that's because he's injured or he's taking a blow here and letting some of the rookies get a few more snaps as we look at a 3rd and 15 upcoming for the Cougars. Anyways, we're going to see a few more junior wide receivers coming up through here. A couple of rookie wide receivers going to make some plays. 4 D-line set against Adam Irwin's Cougars here. Irwin, 7-step drop, steps up in the pocket. Looking for someone, it's picked off there. Number 48, I think is Matthew Olay again. Can he go all the way? He's going to take it from behind. And down inside the 5-yard line. That was number 48.
Some serious speed on
For the Cougars, Matthew Olay, the rookie strong safety, collecting his 2nd pick of his career and the 2nd one of the day here. Soon replay there. Look at his blockers all providing a nice big block there behind before he's taken down by number. I can't quite make out the white numbers there. Inside there to stop the defensive touchdown. But that's the 4th turnover today for this defensive unit here for the Ravens. All in the form of interceptions. 2 to Olay, 1 to Bakerfield, and another one to Benji Wilson. So all of the defensive units, bar D-line, contributing intercepts today. Safeties, corners, and linebackers. I'm just waiting for Elijah Sinapati to bat one down and collect one for himself. Mitch Tierney in the backfield. Darius Hollow-Miller trying to punch this in. Will they give it to Mr. MVP? Yes, he will. He'll have to use the speed to get around the side. Will he have enough of it? Lowers the bang. He might have got in there. Is he short? I'm not seeing hands go up. It looks like he's going to be down just before the goal line. We will have a 2nd and goal here for the Ravens as Darius Holliday-Miller is marked on what's probably the 2-inch line. here. Andy Miller, I can see his foot there. He's got a foot length separating the Ravens.
Our coach, Andy.
Andy, the successful women's coach, sideline judge for today. They could sneeze it over from here. Holiday Miller in the backfield once again. Regan Webb out in the slot. Edwards outside him. To give us to Holiday Miller. Holiday Miller loses some yards, hoping to gain some yards. Can he get the outside this time? And this time he gets there. And it's a touchdown. He couldn't get in the other side, so he tries the exact same thing on the other way. And he rules it in for touchdown number 3 for DHM. You'll see on replay here. You're just going to see the nice play here. Not many coaches are going to want to see a back take that many yards in the backfield, but when you've got the ability like Holiday Miller does, perhaps it's not a bad thing. And you see him ball in the outside arm, just like all good backs should do, as you see the close-up on him there. And he tucks the ball over the pylon and puts on another 6-pointer for the Ravens. Ravens now lead 52-0, 2-point conversion upcoming. See on replay again, just that one final time, the way he ducks in there, that'll be one of many touchdowns you'll see from DHM this season. Oh, and we're seeing the
81.
Number 81, Joshua Ramshaw, being penalised for unsportsmanlike conduct. Not exactly sure for precisely what action, but quite possibly, and that might be actually put on, might be assessed on the kickoff.
Oh, look at 87.
Oh, some play. We might catch it on camera here. You'll see the player, the pass interference happening on the far wide receiver. You can just look at the top of your screen there. First corner jumps there, and you're going to see that feet get tangled here, and the refs are going to deem that as you can see the grabbing of the legs.
Oh,
the pass interference there.
That was
So
just
that's,
blatant.
The most likely going to get another run at this 2-point conversion.
Not that he needed to, that right side was 2 receivers open.
So we'll see what they do here, where they go the same player, Luke Edwards, who's very difficult to defend.
Especially when you can't pull his ankles.
And after, 2 penalties in a row for Mr. Joshua Ramshaw with his second penalty in a row there. He's assigned with the job of marking Luke Edwards up there. He's out in his lonesome. Blitz here from the Cougars, and they're going to successfully pull it off, but Holiday Miller breaks away.
Nice.
No way, he's going to pull it in. He scores a 2-point conversion. Oh, are you serious, Holiday Miller? You can see that on replay there. All money, the Cougars, once again, just like in the first half, you think they've successfully blitzed, but he's just so hard to take down. An arm tackle simply won't do.
Yeah.
And they duck it over for the 2-point conversion. As a former Raven is trying to contact me. Not going to happen. And the Ravens now lead 54-0 over the Western Cougars.
Should be watching the game and know you're not available anyway.
Shout out to Ravens lifetime member Tim Cottis, who very well could be watching the stream. Possibly not. As we look here to once again thank Gibbs Parts for their part in providing the live stream for us today, as we're set to kick off, this time via linebacker Benji Wilson, who handled some kicking duties last year. The drive is set. And, Matthew Bailey.
Beautiful.
Set it in the first half, and he's proven
down.
it again. Matthew Bailey, one of the best special teamers on this Raven unit, shutting down the return there, who's now a bit shaken up. I can't make out who that is. I think it's number 24 for the Cougars. That's Josh Cooper. Shaken up on that play. As the Cougars come back in, and I said, I'm very surprised once again not to see a bit more of Anthony Dabblestein mixed up in this offense. He's got some wheels, and he certainly can make some plays. We'll see if they try to get him a little more involved in this second half. As Joshua Mader, the 27-year-old rookie, makes his gets his time at corner now in the near side of your screen. He's marking up against number 15 or 45, can't quite make it out. Two people in the back of the for the Cougars. They're going to throw to the flat. Here comes Benji Wilson. Benji Wilson takes him down by the jersey there for what will probably be either a loss or perhaps a no gain. And that brings up 2nd and 10 for the Cougars. See that on replay there, Candice. You see the sideline to sideline speed of the Ginger Ninja Benji Wilson.
Yeah.
Jace Leon, Alan Steinert, number 64, Wallace, also making his debut today.
Oh, Jason's on the end. See where he's on the end?
Yes, yeah, defensive end. Here he goes. A blitz here for the Ravens. Blitz gets in there. Sunshine has to roll out and throws the ball away at the feet of Jared Lewen there. A smart play there. Yes, it wasn't successful, but the fact that he just got that ball, got out of the pocket, threw the ball away, and lives to play another down. A veteran play there from the veteran quarterback. Seeing a few more youngsters jump on here. Hoogerdyke now getting some time at free safety, coming in for Jamal Party. Number 57 also in for the Ravens. Peter Desjardins. Looking like they're playing a bit more cover 2, maybe even more of a cover 1 here. As Hoogerdyke stays above. As we look at a 3rd and 9 here for the Cougars, as he's under pressure again. Finds a man, tip ball. Benji Wilson for a second pick. Can he take it all the way? No, he's going to get tackled down there. Benji Wilson takes up intercept number 2 for him today. Ole, Benji Wilson, both claiming a pair of picks as he takes it down inside the 5.
Baby, go.
We'll see on replay here. Break it down, Candice.
Oh, there it is.
You'll just see.
Hits that gap.
And there he is. Tackled there. The quarterback doing, I think that might have been across there. Benji Wilson, the veteran defensive play here for the Ravens. Roams that inside of the field really well and was alert on that tip pass. Bringing up Adam Irwin's 5th pick of the day. As the Ravens look to punch in another 6-pointer here. Holiday Miller in the backfield. It's a play action pass. No, it's a give. Holiday Miller's going to lower the shoulder and walk in for a touchdown. Holiday Miller's 4th. Another touchdown to Darius Holiday Miller. He brings it in, and that's going to bring up the 60-burger.
Slippery little sucker.
The slippery little sucker takes the ball and breaks a tackle and walks his way into the Cougars' end zone for his 4th of the day. That might end up closing his day as it's surely close to the 4th quarter. We might see Wood take a few more carries. Holiday Miller's going to stay in for this play though, along with receivers Colson, Templar, and Bessie there. Bessie on the wheel route. It's going to be thrown to Holiday Miller. The pass is going to fall flat though. It's a 2-point conversion is unsuccessful. The score remains 60 to the Cougars 0. And we are back here. Definitely seen a few switches taken on here, both on special teams and maybe the starting units. Hoogerdyke's still going to be kicking off though, after Benji Wilson's short stint at kicker. His intercept setting up the Darius Holiday Miller 3-yard touchdown. All right. The kickoff is sent deep by Hoogerdyke. Sparks lace a bounce. He's going to take it up. He's got some space on the outside. Shot down, makes a man miss. Makes a second man miss before being claimed there by number, I think it might be 88 there for the Ravens. Or maybe it was Matthew Bailey once more and his number might be rolled up.
He's 86, so quite possibly.
Looks like Sparks might have taken a bit of a hit there. He's hobbling off to his own sideline here under the help of his teammates there.
I don't think I've seen a special teams where Bailey hasn't shut it down.
Every team generally has one special teams ace, and he's the Ravens here today.
Yeah.
As we see, Nod Togafu missing from the huddle apparently, and an injury timeout here. I think his Sparks couldn't quite make it to the sideline there. We're going to take an injury timeout, and we're going to take a timeout ourselves as we leave you the messages from Gibbs. And we are back here at Bulimba Junior Sports Club after that injury timeout. It looks like he's walking off under his own strength. That's good to see. Mr. Sparks hitting his sideline there. Big shout out to new official there, Adam, or as we know him as Moose, who's also one of our leading sponsors for Gibbs. Unable to play this year, but chucking on the stripes and contributing to the sport in other ways. And who also may be interested, check it out on gqoa.com, I believe. It's a pitch there. No, it's going to be an option play. It's given to Arriagado. He's going to have to straighten up here, and he rolls back and might have got it back to the line of scrimmage, perhaps even 1 yard. So that's going to bring up, well, matter of fact, he got a couple of yards there. It looks like it's a 2nd and 8. So with this 60 point, once we hit that 4th quarter, it looks like it might be moved into mercy timing, which means that stoppages will not come into play and that clock will just continue to roll.
Keep running, yeah.
All right. Number 15, the near side wide receiver for you here for the Cougars, matched up against number 49, Joshua Mader. The pitch is out to that sideline. Jason Leon sets the edge and makes that tackle with the assistance of Alan Steinert, as well as number 52 for the Ravens. Christopher Goyen, the new linebacker, I think coming over from the Kenmore Bears this season. Defense breaking early here. The Cougars taking a bit more time to sort this out, trying desperately to prevent the shutout here today. Here at Bulimba Junior Sports Club. Done a great job of hosting us today and even last week at our home opener.
It's the first day all the Ravens will play together.
Absolutely, yes, that's exactly right. It's the first time the Ravens are all playing together as the referees look to huddle and have a chat and talk about a potential equipment violation on the shoelaces of a Jamal party, perhaps? Or was
that
it?
Sounds like Jamal.
It could have been a divot on the ground. We're not sure. Anywho, it's 3rd and 10 here for the Cougars, as they set up with 3 wide receivers and 2 in the backfield there. Arriagado in the backfield for the Cougars. Sunshine drops back, 3-step drop. He's going to run himself, takes it. He's got wheels. We saw in the first half. Breaks the first tackle with number 26. Turns it upfield and takes a 9-yard gain as the sprinklers come on. Bloody hell. This isn't exactly a
field maintenance a bit too seriously.
Yeah, just as we're complimenting them, they certainly do like to make sure these fields are looked after. As we're looking at some fans trying to get out of the spray of the sprinklers here over at Bulimba Junior Sports Club, who definitely maintain their field to their best standard. Not even a game will stop them. We're going to pause the game briefly as they sort out this sprinkler issue. Some taking that call from Gus Gould saying you can turn the sprinklers on that side of the field. I don't think you realise that's the Ravens side of the field at the moment. How about that? So we had the light issue happening at the Wildcats field last 2 weeks ago. Now we've got sprinklers here, but hopefully this shouldn't stop the game. They can be turned off as we our home crew team here at the Ravens are quickly sorting that out. As Kevin Turner looks to be playing with the stream.
There we go.
And there it is. The sprinklers have been shut down. So a nice green end zone there for anyone who maybe scored or tackled in there for the rest of the evening.
You can save the day from the sideline.
So, I think it might have been actually women's free safety Tiafi Thurston who fixed it there, but another rumble there for the Cougars, who might have just snuck it for a first down. It looks well and truly from here that they've snuck it, as Adam Irwin finds himself at the bottom of a heavy pile.
Yep.
And first down, yes indeed, 1st and 10 for the Cougars. So the Cougars have started to build themselves a drive. Still find themselves in their own half here, but a few more runs like that from Sunshine Irwin, they might find themselves with a red zone attempt sooner rather than later. So for those who might just be tuning in, 16-0, the Ravens lead the Cougars here in the 3rd quarter at Balema Junior Sports Club. Joined here, Kenny Andres with Candice Swaysland. John Devine in the panel, Liam Reeves on the camera as we see a penalty blown dead here. A bit of fatigue's looking to set in as Jason Leon gives his best Michael Jackson impression there. I pray that was on the stream. We've seen that on replay now. Just don't pay attention to Jason Leon in the middle here. You'll see number 2 just there. Let's see. Oh, the stream unfortunately missed it.
Oh no! We needed that for the highlight reel.
You can see that later. You can watch it on Birdtown TV as it's provided for a month. Free for everyone to view there.
Maybe we can play his Backstreet Boys impression over the top of it as well.
Oh, Jason Leon's going to love you. I think his beautiful wife Kendra is here in support somewhere around. Kendra, if you're watching. And here comes the Cougars once more, 1st and 15. Just reminding you can tweet in, hashtag BirddownTV. Give us a yell. Right, Ariel Gardo in the backfield. Ravens show blitz, get called, and I think they might have both jumped there. The rookie sideliner Wallace and number 98. Numbers escaped me. Both jumping that left side of the D-line there. That will surely be 3-5 yards, and that'll bring them to a 1st and 10 again for the Cougars. Oh, in fact, it's on the offense. They're going to say that the offense moved first. So that's another 5 yards.
For sure that was defense.
A hole dug there for the Cougars. But anyway, ref's got a better view than we do, as my producer John Devine likes to say. Plenty of rookie faces on this defensive front here for the Ravens, getting some valuable experience. Still got plenty of apparel there for any Birdtown supporters. You can buy them at our home games and also online, as our online shop will soon be opening. Play action pass, the ball's fumbled. It was in fact supposed to be a fullback give. There's a 5 for Jason Leon's amongst there, as is Wallace, and we'll see who comes up with it. We're waiting for a signal from the referee. 2nd down, so the Cougars managed to save that fumble. I think Irwin once again hustling for that ball, but it's setting up for a 2nd. And heck, not even Toowoomba. We're looking at Timbuktu for this one. As we look at the start of the 4th quarter, so the players are going to take a jog down to the other side of the field as we look at the 4th quarter, as we hit the 3-quarter Gibbs Potts 3-quarter break. That's right, Kenny Andreas, Candice Swaysland here, bringing you the action live from Bullingba Junior Sports Club as the Ravens lead the Cougars 60-0 here in this week 4 matchup in the men's division. Of course, earlier, as I said, we covered the women's game, and the Colts also recorded a record victory, 81 points to 0 over the Raptors. So this should continue as another winning day here for the Ravens here in Birdtown. Cougars, second and forever. A give out there, option there. So Irwin's going to take it, but he's taken down there. 86, Matthew Bailey, the strong side linebacker, making the play and limiting that to a 3-yard gain. So it's still second and, well, third now. Third and extremely long. Or second is third and heaps, as my producer John wants to say it as, adding his John Devine touch to it. Third and long upcoming. What do you reckon, Candice, here? This is a situation where they're trying to run this out, or they're going to try a deep pass here. You know, they've hit Lavelle a couple times, and still got Dabblestein here on a rookie corner here in Josh Mader.
Looking at that slot receiver, looks like they're going to try and pass it out. It doesn't look like a punt setup. That could be.
Here it is. It's going to be a screen pass. You call the Candice to that slot receiver. But he's going to get tackled in the backfield. Jason Leon not making the day easy for him as he tackles him for a loss, and we're looking up for a 4th and too long to think about. And we're going to see a punting situation here for the Cougars. Great play there from the linebacking corps, as well as Jason Leon stretching that play. Josh Mader funneling the play in here for the Ravens. So 4th and long here for the Ravens. For the Cougars, shall I say, sorry. Darius Holiday-Miller, back deep to return. Silencers include Hugadak, Mader, Benji Wilson, the up back.
Yep.
Along with Nada Togafu. Benji Wilson proving he's a quite a talented punt returner himself. Returning a big one in this corresponding game last year, actually, to set up the victory against the Cougars. It's a solid punt. It's going to land around midfield. It takes the Cougar bounce, and they're going to poison it. And this time, Mader almost pulls the Bakerfield before last minute realizing he needs to get out of there. And another big stand for the defensive unit. And here comes Mitch Tierney and that Bayside Raven offense one more time to try and extend this lead beyond 60. 1st and 10 Bayside Ravens here. Ball will be spotted at the 36-yard line. At least the wind's died down for us here, high up in the commentary booth here. John Devine, Candice Swaysland, all rugged up. Me and Liam having a man off to see who can stay in a polo for the longest. What's going on here? The snap's going on there. Can the Cougars recover? Yes, they can. But now there's a dog pile. Mitch Tierney didn't realize that play was beginning. We're going to take a look at that on replay. Just look at this. Mitch Tierney's still calling in plays. You'll see, look, he's communicating with his players. The sideline, the ball snapped. He still doesn't realize the ball's gone. Wood desperately tries for it, but the Cougars are alert and still fighting in this game despite being down 60 points. And that defense, after freshly earning a spell, come back on here, led by Nada Togafu and Matthew Bailey and the likes of Jason Leon. So another big play. Mitch Tierney having a big yell. I think he's having a good chat with his centre there about what went wrong. Centre Sione Nuku.
Sione was a defensive line coach for us before you came along.
There he is, yeah. So Alan Steinert, Wallace, Bailey, and Leon manning that defensive front for the Ravens. Back to there by Benji Wilson, Nada Togafu. Pass play. He's looking deep. Can he get pressure? He's got pressure from Bailey. Woo! Bailey lands a sack. Matthew Bailey celebrating there with a 11-yard sack by Bales. Coming from his
linebackers are so in sync.
This defensive end coming off the end here. No matter who it is, whether it's Leon, Steinort or Bailey or one of the linebackers blitzing. The Ravens creating pressure and an assortment of ways tonight. Bailey, the 4-year veteran, I believe. Originally starting a wide receiver and shifting to D-line, then linebacker, now back to D-line again. And also obviously finding himself on the special teams unit quite a bit. And my report, it's not actually Irwin in the backfield now, it's number 10. And I think he's actually been there for quite some time.
That's kicker.
Number 10
Funny
for the
German
Cougars.
name. He's the kicker.
No, number 10 for the Cougars.
Oh, the Cougars, sorry.
Ryan Pervez, the usual wide receiver. He's moved to quarterback, and I think he's been there for much of the second half. I'm having trouble reading these white numbers, these white and yellow numbers in these sort of lights. So it looks like Irwin could be off for the day. And I think, in fact, Pervez has been there for quite a bit, playing quarterback so far. Finally getting a chance. The Cougars also rocking a new uniform this year. Still that black and yellow, but the nice little black to fade. Or the faded black to yellow, shall I say. Looking for a deep pass. Pervez over in the middle. His man was open, but in the seam there, it was number 15, I believe, Chris Bernard. But pass fires over his head. We'll see that on replay here. He gets open in the seam there, beats the linebacker, but unfortunately, the pass just sails as Pervez throws under pressure there. 57 coming off for the Cougar unit. Can't quite 57. Darius Holiday-Miller challenging his offense to
Get it in the end zone.
Apparently some idiot says the cameraman's pretty easy looking. And here we go, another 2x1 set.
Oh,
Pervez is going to run. And Leon's chasing, but Pervez has got speed, and he gets it, but only picks up what looks like could be as generous as a 3-yard, maybe a 4-yard gain there for the Cougars.
I feel like that would only make him run faster. Running away from Jace.
Yeah, I think a lot of people run faster when they're running away from Big Jace Leon, the Australian representative. And I'm seeing a Unicross over here. Might actually, I think that could have been a turnover on downs.
Yeah.
And first down here for the Ravens. So, turns out that bad snap is not going to be... it remains the score, 60-0. Ravens leading the Cougars. Darius Holiday-Miller scoring 4 touchdowns today, 3 on the ground, 1 via reception. Mitch Tierney throws to Regan Webb.
Regan.
And juggles it in as if he's on Circus Olay. And he brings it in, and he's going to walk back, and we see a late hit there. We'll see on replay whether that... I think we might have missed it there. We've only got so many seconds there. You see Regan Webb juggle that. Take it to ground, and it's a bit too tight there to see, but some extracurricular activity happening in the backfield.
As Regan would say, drop it twice and catch it 3 times. It's good maths.
Not sure if his receiving coach, John Hollywood Rowe, would agree with that. But, okay, change of quarterback here. Jamal Pardee, the free safety, is going to take some reps here.
Let's go, Jamal.
Jamal with Joel Wood in the backfield. He's going to take the snap. It gives to Wood. Wood's going to meet some strong defense, though. Big penetration from that Cougar D-line, who's been probably the outstanding part of this Cougar defense. Yes, they've leaked 60 points, but this Cougar D-line has been playing very well throughout the season, throughout the game, getting plenty of penetration and really setting the edge, bar a few freakish plays from Darius Holiday-Miller. Speaking of which, he is coming back on for Joel Wood, who's coming off for a blow.
Oh.
Or more so a throw, as we see some liquid expelled from the young back there. So Holiday-Miller, Jamal Pardee in the backfield there. Luke Edwards, Regan Webb, Templar, and Colson make up the receiving core. The give is there. Jamal Pardee's going to run himself. He's got some speed. Can he beat the safety? Puts a move on, beats one. Looking like Cam Newton out there hurdles another player and gets up and celebrates. Flags are thrown late.
Yeah, baby.
Not sure there, but Jamal Party makes his first offensive play of his career, getting a first down and then some. Let's see that on replay. Look at that. You'll see that. Decides to break it down. Jamal Party using that 4.7, 4.8 speed he has and taking it downfield. And also an apparent S coming off his jersey as he comes off the sideline.
Apparent S.
And being praised there from his older brother Elijah. Thomas Hartman, the injured Raven, giving him some love too, as well as soon-to-be returned Raven Kane Mawagoa, also showing the love on the sideline. All right, look at what should be a 1st and 10 here, but we're waiting on the assessment of the referees here, as we see a zoom in on the referee here. Sounds like it was a late hit by number 46 from the Cougars. And that's going to march them 15 yards after the play. So the Cougars, a lot of fatigue and a lot of frustration starting to seep into their game here. A couple of unsportsmanlikes and a couple of unnecessary roughness penalties happening. And the Ravens are going to take a timeout and they're going to chill things out here. We're going to take a timeout too. Take a message from Gibbs Potts and we'll be back with you in a second. And we're back here after that timeout from the Ravens. Mitch Deeney staying in the game now after Jamal Party's brief stint at quarterback. Darius Holiday-Miller is going to take his spot back as well. Edwards.
Outside run on.
Regan Webb. The outside run doesn't happen, but it's going to be a catch. Templar for the first catch for the second half here. They're marking it as a catch. He's going to be down at the 1 and freakish catch there. His first catch of the second half there. Look at this on replay. It's a contest to see which receiver can outdo each other here. Nice drop back from Tierney. He lets it fly. One-on-one matchup, and Templar contorting his body and catching that ball over his shoulder, setting up the first and goal here for the Ravens. Ball at the 1.5 yard line. No, check that. Straight up 1 yard line. Two-minute warning. I think we might have just seen the 2-minute warning.
Yeah.
I believe the mercy rule is in play, so that's why this quarter has gone quite fast. The score still remains 60-0, although the Ravens are looking to extend that. Jamal Party now going to get some goal line quarterback action. We'll see if he just tries to run this in. Party takes it. He's going to run it in. Quarterback draw. And can he get his first offensive touchdown? No, he cannot.
Nope.
He's going to be stopped short there. 2nd and goal coming for the Ravens. Oh!
And
And a bit of brouhaha, bit of late game frustration happening between the two units here. Jamal Party's going to come off there. He missed his chance for an offensive touchdown. And getting a chat from his father, head coach Benson Party. We're going to see this on replay. Apparently we can catch what happened here. We're watching here one of the players there. Apparently lifting him up by the face mask. I don't see flags being thrown though, so anyway, we'll leave that up to mystery.
We need video replay.
Anywho, turns out Jamal Party will stay on there. Moose-Tini's going to take a breather on this one here. Jamal Party's going to take a second crack at quarterback inside the goal line here. Darius Holiday-Miller, the back in front of him there. It's going to be another quarterback draw. He's going to roll it up. Can he use that long body to fall over? No, the Cougars too strong on the goal line there. They shut him out through that strong defensive front that's been standing strong against the run for a lot of today.
Yeah.
And it's a good thing it's inside the two. We're starting to see definitely a bit of chippiness come back in. I think head coach Ben Sinapati sees this. He's bringing back in Mitch Tenney, the cool head of the offense, we should say. Sam Matautia calling it a day here. He's already got his thongs on here on the sideline.
Oh, he's got an ankle niggly and a shoulder niggly. He's been in the wars. So
yeah,
since
it looks
Australia.
Like he's going to take a bit of a breather here and rest out this rest of the game as his brothers will finish off this game for him.
He's on the Outback Australian team.
Yes, he's another one of those Outback representatives.
I think that's where he injured himself.
Yeah, he did get a bit nicked up afterwards, and he's been recovering from that. I think he might sit out and take a bit of a breather from here. Alrighty. They're coming back again after the refs have a bit of deliberation, probably a few warnings as well. So we're almost done, fellas. Let's just get out of here. This clock has continued to run though, so this very well could possibly be the last play, or at least close to it.
Close to, yeah. What are they doing?
Thanks to David Reed, who's commented saying he's joined the coverage. Appreciate you watching, David Reed.
Pass.
He's going to pass it over the middle.
Yeah.
Oh, no, and Colson has dropped it gold. He would have been looking at his first touch in his career, I believe, especially after he's going to be dirty on himself after he let that first one that tipped into Templar's hands. But there's also a flag down. We'll see what that's a result of. That was fourth down, however. So we'll see what the result of the play is here. I can already see a lot of the Ravens offense walking off, so it looks like it will be on the Ravens. And that looks like it might also be the end of the game here as the Ravens fail to add one more touchdown on. And there it is. The final whistle, end of the game here. The Bayside Ravens are going to walk away big victors here, coming back on a big victory. Bringing their record to 2-1. The final score, the Bayside Ravens men 60, the Western Cougars 0. And the Ravens advance one more week with a winning record. As we look at them combined there. A lot of highlights there. Obviously, Holiday Miller was another big one to watch there. Which game isn't he? He scored 4 touchdowns there. Mitch Tenney pretty clinical there. No intercepts there. Threw a good handful of touchdowns. So a big game from the quarterback and running back duo there. Stand-up play from Jason Leon locking that D-line spot up there, as well as Nada Togafu and Matthew Bales doing their thing from linebacker. So a lot of good things to watch from there. Candice, any thoughts on the game?
Yeah, they played really well. I feel like they needed a big win to kind of get back up on the horse after last week's Wildcats game. Unfortunately, they couldn't play their second half and had to take the loss. So it was good for the Ravens to get some good points up on the board and get back in sync.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to close things down here for Birdtown TV. Big thank you to women's coach Andy Miller for giving us a chat, as well as Kel Housen for giving us a chat pregame, and John Hollywood Rowe. We had to cut him off a bit early. And everyone here who joined us, and for all of you watching on this brand, I see there's about 500 odd of you. Thank you very much for joining us here for our presentation of Birdtown TV. We'll be back for the men's game against the Raptors in Toowoomba, and I think in week 6. And yeah, look forward to joining you then, as well as the rest of our home games being live streamed here by Birdtown TV by Calling All Sports Brisbane. Thank you to Gibbs, who's been the lead sponsor for us today and letting this happen. I'm Kenny Andres, joined by Candice Waisland, as well as Liam Reeves on the camera all day and John Devine on the panel. On behalf of everyone here at Calling All Sports and the Bayside Ravens, signing off. Thank you.